Title: Ryan's Rubik's Cube of Destiny. Chapter 1: The Discovery.
Ryan Austin loved his puzzles, and his favorite was the Rubik's Cube. He solved it often, a skill that helped him escape his sometimes bemused mind. Cube time became Ryan's me time. The original 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube has 43 quintillion possible combinations. However, Ryan's life was about to change in ways he never imagined. One evening, while practicing his speed-solving techniques in his Mossel Bay office, Ryan noticed something strange. As he executed a particularly complex algorithm, the cube glowed with a faint, otherworldly light. Startled, he dropped it, but the glow vanished as soon as it hit the floor.
Wow, that's weird. What just happened?
He muttered, picking it up again. Curious and a little excited, he repeated the algorithm. This time the glow was brighter, and he felt a surge of energy course through his body. Suddenly, he was floating a few inches above the ground.
What the heck? No way, this is impossible, no way.
Chapter 2: Testing the Waters.
Over the next few days, Ryan experimented with different algorithms. He quickly realized that each sequence of moves unlocked a different power. Some color combinations allowed him to manipulate objects with his mind. Others granted him superhuman strength or speed. He even discovered a sequence that made him invisible. Keeping his newfound abilities a secret, Ryan began to explore their potential. He practiced in secluded places, honing his control over each power. But it wasn't long before he realized that with great power came great responsibility.
Chapter 3: The Rise of a Hero.
Mossel Bay was a peaceful town, but it had its share of problems. Ryan decided to use his abilities to help others. Donning a simple disguise, he began to intervene in emergencies. He stopped a bank robbery by using his super strength, saved a surfer from a freak wave with his speed, and foiled a kidnapping attempt using his invisibility. News of the mysterious cube hero spread quickly, and the town buzzed with rumors and speculations. Ryan enjoyed the anonymity, but he knew it was only a matter of time before someone discovered his secret.
Chapter 4: The Dark Side.
Not everyone in Mossel Bay was thrilled by the emergence of a superhero. A scientist named Professor Scrambles, who had been working on his own project to harness supernatural abilities, became obsessed with uncovering the cube hero's identity. He believed that the powers Ryan wielded were rightfully his. Using his vast resources, Professor Scrambles tracked down Ryan. One evening, as Ryan was practicing in Dana Bay Butchery, he was ambushed by Scrambles and his henchmen. They subdued him and confiscated the Rubik's Cube.
Hey, Ryan, you are just an average Joe.
Professor Scrambles sneered, examining the cube.
You have no idea of its true powerful potential.
Chapter 5: The Conversation.
Locked in a high-tech cell, Ryan felt powerless without his cube. But he didn't give up. Using his ingenuity, he managed to escape his confinement and infiltrate Scrambles' laboratory. There, he found the scientist attempting to decode the cube's secrets.
It is not just about the algorithms.
Ryan said, stepping confident out of the shadows.
You see, Professor, it's all about the connection between the solver and the cube. There are some lessons to be learned from a Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube to me is like life. It is a challenge, yet a fascinating puzzle. Like life, it tends to be all mixed up, complicated to fix, absorbing hours and hours. But this challenges do not match. No matter how you twist and turn, how much time you spend trying to make things match. Situations can be confusing. Then after some time, effort, and research, you manage one solid color. I tend to dedicate certain colors to certain people and their situations. Now the challenge, as in life is, there is other colors to fix. One color is not fixing the problem. It's just a step closer to fixing the complete challenge. All facets in our life needs to be completed. Starting with one is just the start. The process, a method, the beginning to a complete solution.
Ryan said calmly.
Now the challenge, as in life, is there is other colors to fix. One color is not fixing the problem. It's just a step closer to fixing the complete challenge. All facets in our life needs to be completed. Starting with one is just the start. The process, a method, the beginning to a complete solution. After a few moves, algorithms at all fall into place. Yet it took effort thinking, few moves. You had to mix up that one single color you fixed to complete all the colors. Life takes moves, changes. It can be completely out of place and frustrating to put together again. But it's possible. Just start moving the colors. Problems need solutions. And when it gets too much, put it down. It's there to try later again.
Professor Scrambles laughed.
Nice speech, but we will just see about that. This Rubik's Cube and this superpower now belongs to me and only me. Keep your fairy tales, I just want power.
Professor Scrambles shouted. What followed was an intense battle of wits and strength. Scrambles had managed to unlock some of the cube's powers but lacked the finesse and control Ryan had developed. As they fought, Ryan managed to grab the cube and executed an algorithm he had discovered recently, one that amplified all his powers simultaneously. With a final surge of energy, Ryan overpowered the Scrambles, who collapsed, defeated.
Chapter 6. A New Beginning.
Now with Professor Scrambles in custody and his lab dismantled, Ryan knew his days as a secret hero might be numbered. The people needed to know who had been protecting them, and he needed to ensure the cube wouldn't fall into the wrong hands again. At a public event, Ryan revealed his identity and the source of his powers. The town was in awe, but they also understood the importance of keeping the cube safe. A secure vault was constructed to house the cube with Ryan as its guardian. He continued to use his abilities to protect Mossel Bay, the city of transformation, and the mother city of Symphony, but now with the support and trust of the cities.
Chapter 7. The Legacy.
Time passed and Ryan grew from a social cuber into an undercover legendary hero. The Rubik's Cube remained a symbol of hope and power, a reminder that sometimes the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary secrets. Ryan trained a new generation of guardians, ensuring that the knowledge and responsibility of the cube were passed down. Together they faced new challenges and adversaries, always ready to protect their town and beyond. In the end, Ryan realized that his journey was never just about the powers the cube granted him. It was about the choices he made and the legacy he left behind. And as long as the Rubik's Cube of Destiny remained in good hands, all knew the future looked bright for Mossel Bay and the world.